Okay, I think we're live now.
Yeah, we are.
Hello, everybody. Oh wait,
Ad time.
did I set my resolution correctly? Am I gonna have to stop the stream to do that? Oh yeah, it is correct. Okay, never mind. We're good. Hi everybody, welcome.
Hello.
Welcome
I'm
to
everybody.
the stream. No, this is Arrow.
No, I'm everybody.
Hi everybody,
I'm
this is
everybody
Arrow.
now. I'm your entire audience today.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for
That's
watching. A game
Yeah.
watching.
Haha.
Play Soma or play mod? What? Yeah, I don't remember a game called mod.
Play mod. Play mod. Play mod.
Play the mod, please. I want to put me in this banner. I gotta do it soon. We're like halfway through the spooky month.
Yeah. Time is a terrifying thing and it doesn't fucking stop.
Oh, thank you, Arrow.
You're welcome.
Hey, Chroma. Oh, yeah, I wanted to
Hi,
tell
Chroma.
both you and Chroma, since you've both been in the Plants vs Zombies stuff. I had a dream last night that I managed to score 1 billion points in the arena.
Okay, Elena. I call hacks.
And it was especially bad because it tried to take a screenshot of it, and the screenshot broke and didn't it screenshotted like the background only and not the score. And I had already moved on, and I was like, oh no, I can't prove to them I scored 1 billion points.
Oh my god.
Also with Plants vs Zombies 2, I was just thinking about something that kind of annoys me with the game. It's the way that it, unlike the first game, it feels like you can never win. Like it's just this ongoing thing that never ends, and you can't win. And this is a little bit disheartening sometimes when you think about it. There's never an end to it.
I've been kind of out of the Plants vs Zombies. I just don't have the energy to keep up with it.
Oh, I see.
It's fun, but like
I've just been playing it.
Myself out, I think.
I've just been playing it like every day for a while now. It's just sort of my. I usually have like a game that's like that where I can just check in daily. For a while it was Animal Crossing, and then I've had my phone. I've been doing that with Plants vs Zombies too.
I find myself getting bored with games when I do that really quickly. Unless I have like a friend to play with actively or like something active to be doing.
I see. No, I just tend to like to have something that I can just do once a day. Actually, well, Plants vs Zombies 2 has enough stuff to do that I kind of do it like a few times a day.
Yeah, PvZ2 is annoying to collect everything. And like I like the arena mode, but like I don't.
Well, I mean, most of the time you can't collect everything because you have to wait for things to appear. And usually, in that case, it's not in a way where you can just get it. You have to pay for it. So,
I mean, but it takes a bit to like get all like the deals out for the day, etc.
Soma, are you running?
I'm running.
You're not Soma, you're Arrow.
Yeah. I am. It's confirmed that I am Arrow, I think.
Yeah.
Haha, you've unlocked existential Arrow.
There we go. Frictional games. continue. Simon is trying to start a shuttle that he can ride to Lambda, where he is supposed to meet Catherine, the woman on the radio. Place your bets now. How much you want to bet that she's not going to be a physical human person and is also going to be a robot like the others?
Well, what does a physical human person mean?
Like, you know, just a regular person, not turned into a robot.
Not turned into a robot. What if they aren't turned into a robot, but they're like another way a robot?
They're living in the robot? Like a little house?
Like what if they aren't turned into a robot, but like they've been like put on a robot?
Oh. They're riding it.
Yes.
Riding a robot? Like a little horse. What if Catherine was a flicky powering a robot?
Yeah, well,
Sonic
no, wait,
crossover?
okay, never mind. Never mind. Fuck this. We're doing a different game now. Sorry, SOMA's canceled.
My dreams last night just mostly consisted of big numbers because I also dreamed that I had a stream going that had 148 viewers. And that I hadn't realized that anybody was watching at all, and then I went to look at the viewers and I was like, oh dang, 148. I think the most viewers I've ever had at once was like 30. So that dream was very unrealistic.
Sometimes I feel like my most viewer moments have been like sometimes like they're Armored Core, which surprises me.
Oh.
What the hell is this? I'm just seeing a game referencing Total Annihilation, and now I need to know what this is.
Oh.
It claims to be Total Annihilation plus Factorio, which could be good. I will have to try it out sometime.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, I've been hearing that Metroid Dread is very difficult. But that doesn't mean too much to me because sometimes people will think a game is really hard and then I have just a fairly easy time with it, and sometimes the opposite happens where a game is considered fairly easy and then I have a really hard time with it. So I have no idea how the difficulty is going to be for me.
Strasky, come in, Theta. What? I can't. Where are you now? Strasky, I'm at the shuttle, but it's not looking good. The lights flicker like mad. I think the power regulator is broken. I have to fix it. I don't want to get stranded halfway to Theta.
They love their Greek letters, don't
I
they?
can't hear you. Don't worry, I'll fix it.
Yes.
Somehow.
I mean, it's hardly the first game to love its Greek letters.
This is true.
I feel like that's just like the case with Metroidvanias. I don't know, a lot of them feel like
I saw
they
people
can
saying
be
that it's
potentially
most of the
difficult.
difficulty in this game is from the bosses. Because apparently they do a lot of damage and you have to fight
I mean,
them very
that's
particularly.
generally where those difficulties come in, I'd say.
Yeah, I've seen, because I saw somebody saying that the difficulty was too high and the story was not well conveyed, and etc. And so I was like, is this how people feel about it? And then I've been having people reply and they're saying, well, it is difficult,
Okay,
but
so Metroid's been like
the rest of the stuff we don't understand.
The Rift Breaker. We'll have to try that game out sometime.
I
Right
haven't
now,
played. I've played a little bit of the first Metroid with Cassie.
I played a little bit of the first one too.
So I have
That's
very
it.
limited Metroid experience. This is essentially going to be my first Metroid game. And I was getting
I mean,
it
I've
just because
played
I
a lot
thought
of-
it seems really interesting to me personally.
I've
So
played a lot of the genre, but like
I haven't done that either.
that's it.
Impact event.
That's what Biss was telling me, Chroma. I mean, I would still play it, but like, yeah, I can imagine.
The first Metroid is fun if you've got somebody else playing it with you. Like I was doing with Cassie, we were taking turns playing. We were doing it through the Switch Online.
I was just playing it on emulator. I mean,
There's a meteor
my
impact.
legal Nintendo copy. Twitch.
What kind of an impact was it that could have... Oh, it was a comet. How could it destroy the entire surface, though?
You tell me.
Like, excuse me? But then,
fact of the matter
but then
is
leave the
it
ocean,
has.
like, mostly okay? Like, I don't... If it could destroy the whole surface... Like, that sounds like instantly. I don't get it. Like,
Well, it happened, so you don't have to get it.
well, that's not... That's not how this works. Also, this is backwards.
Yeah, it is. That's how any narrative works. There may be some holes, but they aren't really plot holes so much as just like this is what the thing expects you to understand.
Yeah, and if it doesn't make any sense, then I don't understand.
Come in, Theta.
But that's just like you gotta like give a little.
Nope.
All right. Well, then you're not gonna have as enjoyable a time generally.
Well, now you understand why I am like how I am.
I mean, I don't understand why. I understand how.
Okay. There is a impact event that happened very early in Earth's history. The one that formed the moon,
Yeah.
which was a collision with like an entire other planet, essentially.
Yeah.
And I remember it was like, it said it hit with the force of like 10 trillion nuclear bombs. It was like some ridiculously huge number like that. In terms of nuclear bombs. And... Can I crouch? How do you crouch? I forget. B button. There we go. And it said it sort of like caused like a wave throughout the whole planet, like it would have been like a... Or wait, no, that's different. That was what the moon used to do. It used to cause sort of like a lava wave around the planet because it was so close and pulled on it that hard that instead of just bulging the oceans, it like literally bulged the land up and caused it to crack and lava to leak out. Which is pretty cool in my opinion. But anyway, this impact it had so much energy it caused the entire surface of the Earth, which had cooled by that point, to liquefy back into lava. Like the entire surface became lava. So, like... I don't know what kind of impact is like... Oh, hey, this is a person.
Hey, are you?
Don't hurt me.
Yeah, that is a person.
Can I help?
It won't let me die. Nothing is allowed to die.
What?
Or is that a machine, Elena? You tell me.
Power. I was going to Theta.
This seems like a weird biomechanical thing. It's robotic. It's cyborg.
What is that?
Actually, it doesn't even seem robotic at all. It just seems like weird bioengineering something.
anything I can do?
If you see Masters or Holland, tell them I need help. Okay? Amy needs help.
So this is being powered, but the other things aren't getting power. So this is just another thing where I have to unplug somebody. Game sure loves to make you do that.
Yeah.
Here, hold this.
Might as well have called it unplug the game.
Here, hold
You can
this.
speedrun Soma by reaching around your desk and unplugging your computer.
Oh.
Because then you'll have unplugged everyone, and that's just the entirety of the game, definitely.
Thank you. Except for I'm on a laptop, so unplugging it doesn't, it'll still keep
Well,
going.
remove your battery and unplug it. There you go.
Okay. Please, I want you to hold this. Why won't you hold this?
Why don't you hold it?
I was holding it.
Hold it more. So imagine being this person who's just like sitting here, can't move, barely alive, and then fucking Elena comes over here and just rubs the fucking fire canister in your face.
And then
Fire
unplugs you.
retardant canister, whatever it is.
Fuck.
Well, I unplugged this person, but everything else is cool. So, benefits me. Sucks to be you, I guess. This is the opposite of Undertale, because Undertale lets you choose what moral decisions you make. This one does not. It's like, you're gonna kill everyone, and there's nothing you can do
Maybe not
about
yet.
it. You just have to do, because you gotta go through here for some reason. Oh, I can. This works now. Where's Biss? They're missing the train. Global airlock.
They're at a train addicts anonymous meeting.
Oh?
Yeah. It's not to like change that addiction or anything. It's just to like hang out with some other train nerds.
I think it's interesting the way that collisions, like I mentioned, don't really happen in the solar system anymore, and haven't for, you know, like 1 billion years. Like 2 billion years, more like. Because everything has, like, settled out in the solar system. Like, everything that was gonna collide with it, like, everything that's left is just the stuff that wouldn't run into each other, basically, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Just very interesting. It's a good sort of example of how systems stabilize themselves over time. Hello? What do I do here? I can't control those when I'm not sitting. I've sat in the chair backwards, what? I didn't know you could do this. Oh yeah, you gotta... the stick. I told you I was gonna forget the controls.
You didn't really forget the controls. You haven't really done these controls before.
Yeah, we have. There's been times we have to use the stick to move stuff. I'm
I
going
thought
to
you meant like
land
the entire like like the train
To
keyboard
figure out
thing.
how to... I forgot that you have to move the sticks to move stuff. Like I'm not sitting in the chair properly as we do this. Heck yeah, gotta have a little bit of fun in a place like this. At a time like this.
Welcome to Pathos 2, your expressway to the stars. What started as a thermal mining
To the stars?
operation in the 60s has now become home to the Omega Space Gun, the world's most affordable way to launch satellites and deep space probes. Our unique Atlantic Ocean location allows for this gigantic coil gun, running longer than a marathon, to safely launch projectiles without risk of damaging the payload with risky combustion. The station has multiple sites and has a diverse staff of engineers.
Seems a little corrupted.
Together, they are able to produce.
What do you mean? That's not corrupted at all. That's how people normally look. IRL.
Thank you, Arrow.
Don't you see
I
people like
didn't know.
that?
Research projects within the marine sciences.
I didn't realize.
That's what I see when I go outside.
Turbulence and deep sea construction.
Yeah.
We're now leaving Upsilon for Lambda. Lambda is Pathos 2's shipping dock and
This kind of reminded me of
You will be able to find shuttle trains
what I've been into since yesterday, which is the Mystery Flesh Pit National Park.
Yeah.
I've been enjoying that a lot. Biss mentioned it to me, and then I've been
Yeah, they
I've
sent
been
me
looking
the
at it.
video.
I've been reading all this stuff. Track obstructed? Well, how do I stop the... You're not gonna try to stop the train?
You gotta hop out and get rid of it before the train hits it.
No, I mean, like, turn off the train. Why did you just... I looked at the controls to see if it would let me move them, and it wouldn't. So... He just wasn't even gonna try not to let the train crash. Don't you just love it when you're on a train that's about to crash and you're sitting right next to the controls and you don't even try to use them?
Yeah. It's just enjoyable to, you know, enjoy the ride. Sometimes you just got to enjoy the ride.
How do I get out? I want to get out of the train. I want to get off the
Hello,
wild
Shan.
ride.
Elena's trapped in a train. This is gonna be. We're gonna be
Deploying
here for an
emergency
hour or so,
brakes.
maybe
Oh,
more.
there we are. Emergency exit. That was a short hour, Arrow.
Yeah, it was. I can't believe we've been streaming for 3 hours already.
We were streaming for 23 minutes.
3 hours.
Simon, are you there?
Catherine, is that you? I was on my
Elena,
way,
you've
but
been
then the shuttle
time
train,
dilated.
It fucking
Oh.
crashed.
Are you alright? The system says the section is sealed for a suspected hull breach.
No, I'm not all right. What the hell happened to the world? Why are we underwater?
Wow, you're really out of place, aren't you? Look, don't worry about that right now. I realize you're confused, but you're so close to Lambda. If you just keep going.
How close? Can I walk there?
Yeah, but the tunnel is locked off to protect the overall structure from collapsing. What you need to find is your section's maintenance hatch. It'll
Oh,
be
I'm
down-
gonna sneeze. Okay,
Holy
sneeze.
shit! Why is Biss never here when you sneeze on stream? They always think it's so rare.
Oh.
It's like the second time I've heard you.
Oh. The stream didn't hear me though.
Catherine?
Oh.
I got it muted in
okay?
time.
Why?
I don't want to sneeze on stream.
I do it all the time, and then Chroma says "bless you."
Grandma
'Cause
still
they're
said
a
bless you,
great
even though they didn't hear it. So there you go.
Haha Lambda. Why haha Lambda?
Because Half-Life.
Yeah, I figured that might be it. Oh, Belinda, you got the psych.
Remember my Lambda mail meme?
Nope.
Shan was highly amused by that meme.
Hey, yeah, it really happened.
If I score 1 billion points in Plants vs Zombies 2 and I can't take a screenshot, did it really happen?
Only if
No,
I,
because
only
it
if I
was in a dream.
sneezed.
No, I muted it,
No,
Shan,
Elena muted. Because
but I didn't mute it to Arrow
she's
because I
afraid
didn't
of
have
you.
time.
If you hear her sneeze, you'll have too much power.
You're not when you're a streamer. You're not supposed to be a real human person. You're just supposed to be
No,
the
that's
streamer.
bullshit. I will eat on stream. I will sneeze on stream.
I will fart on stream.
I mean,
That's
good luck
Cassie.
hearing that, right?
If you want fart stream, that's Cassie.
Here we go again.
All right, we're back underwater. Hell yeah!
Yay! The best part of the game. Streamers just only perform bodily functions on stream. Existing off stream is banned, says Chroma.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, I really need to use the restroom, but I'm not streaming. Oh no.
I gotta take a fat dump. A white hot dump.
I can find Lambda, right?
All I'm saying is the TOS might need to be updated if that's going to be the case.
What kind of a thing to say is that? How big can this ocean be? Do you not know anything about the ocean? Like, that's the one thing about the ocean is that it's big, dude. I don't know.
Absolutely not, Sasha. And if they do, I will fucking punch them. I don't think anyone would, though. People don't generally do that.
I watched Vinesauce last night play like an interactive version of a H.P. Lovecraft story, which is pretty interesting. And it had a lot of like little notes about just historical context in which it was written and stuff like that. So it was kind of like an educational thing. And it talked about what a weird and nasty guy Lovecraft was.
Yeah, he really was.
But, his works are interesting, especially given the context of what kind of a person he was.
Yep.
And he was talking about that too. He said he watched a documentary about him, and he said it did not shy away from the more nasty things that his nasty beliefs.
Yeah, Chroma is really just depositing white hot truth in the chat right now.
And so, like, when you look at his works under the context of what his fears were, they become very strange. Well, not that they weren't strange to begin with, but then it's like, you really were worried like that?
Mm-hmm.
He also apparently believed that being at war was just the natural state of humanity.
I think, Shan... I think you're probably right, Shan. But maybe.
Wow, that's incredible, Chroma. He seemed to be very afraid of the idea that there were, like, ancient civilizations that were intelligent. Which is, you know...
wild. Every video game is too scary for him.
He was scared of farmers?
They aren't him. How can you understand them? They're weird. They have animals.
He apparently used to have a social life, or that was one of the notes in it, and decided that it was interrupting his work too much, and then he became a hermit so that he could focus on his writing.
Wow.
He said he would sit in complete darkness except for one light to read and write by, so that people would think he wasn't home. And then would also greet people in a bathrobe and like make his house look really messy in the background to try and get people to leave. It's really something.
What farmer, Sasha?
He also apparently had a publication that was just like a news and like opinion publication that was just called The Conservative. So... yeah, I agree, Chroma, after watching that thing that Vinesauce played. I was more fascinated than I thought I would be. Because I do always hear people just sort of be like, we should dismiss him because he was racist and all that kind of stuff, and it's like, yeah, I agree, but I feel like his works are still sort of worth looking at. Just, you have to keep in mind that stuff. Like, don't look at it uncritically, you know?
I mean, that's really the case with most media, to be honest.
Yeah.
A lot of it comes from people who are flawed in varying ways and strengths, right? But then, like,
Yeah.
it's either relevant to current things or relevant to something else, and it becomes important to, like, look at it and remain critical.
It's like those sort of beliefs that people are upset about from him were not unusual at the time is also something you have to consider. Like, anything you're going to read from that time period likely has some of that slant to it. But as Chroma mentioned, he was unique in his fears even back then, so... It's like, we can't just single out him as being like that back then, I guess. Because it was very widespread. Even more so than now. That's another thing, is people look at stuff back then and then use that to be like, oh, well, everything's fine now. But like...
No, that's just hand-waving bullshit. Like,
yeah, it's like, do you see how much worse it was back then? And it's sort of missing the point that, like, you know, it was worse, but it's not gone now.
Worse in some ways, better in some others.
Yeah.
It's like mostly worse. But
yeah. Also, I don't know if I'm going in circles or not. I feel like that's the point of this
I don't
area,
know.
though.
I can't really see enough to determine that, so I'm just letting you go because I have no idea. That'd be interesting to hear about Chroma. I don't know.
There were some interesting things, like apparently he wrote 100,000 letters to people in his life. He was just like constantly writing letters to people. He said sometimes he skipped meals in order to afford postage to keep sending letters to people.
Huh.
And so, like, that's why we know so much about him and his beliefs and everything, is
So
because
he
he wrote it
was
all
still
down.
social.
Yeah. He apparently wanted to participate in World War I, but his mom stopped him. Get over here, no thank you. And also, he apparently followed the scientific discoveries of the time and tried to include those in his writing. And sometimes, like, changing them at the last second to reflect the newest scientific discoveries. One of which, though, in the story that this game, this interactive version of the story was based on, turned out shortly after he died to have been completely fake. It was the missing link, the whatchamacallit, starts with a P, the something man turned out to have just been completely faked. And the guy who quote-unquote discovered it was a fraud.
The Pumpkin Man?
It's funny you say that, Shan, because Vinesauce was saying the exact same thing. He was mentioning he would have loved the social media age if he liked writing to people that much. He would have gotten in big trouble, though, probably, with the things he would have been saying.
Wow.
Also, he apparently coined the term scientist.
Huh.
Which he used in the story that this was based on. And was criticized for it at the time, because it was thought of as bad grammar. Because I didn't know this, apparently at the time, rather than scientist, people who worked in science were called, you were called a man of science. Or was referred to as men of science. And, it's obviously a very gendered term, implying that, it's just men who work in science.
Catherine?
And apparently, the word scientist came into use, after World War II, and man of science started, no longer being used, became antiquated pretty quickly. Don't look at it. That's very, amnesia.
Wait, you can't look at it.
Okay, well, there's probably better. Oh. Did I respawn? Oh, no, that was just a scripted thing. That seems to have been very scripted.
I don't know.
I feel like Metroid Dread has a similar vibe to this game. Excuse me, who has not played that now. Or yet, rather.
I would disagree, but I've played this one at least, so... I mean, maybe somewhat in one respect, but I don't know anything about Metroid Dread, and I don't really want to be spoiled on it. And the chance that I ever get around to it.
Yeah, as I mentioned, Metroid Dread I think is the most interesting Metroid game to me, as far as how it looks. If I like it, I'll probably go back and play the 3DS one, because those two are pretty similar. From what I have seen. Can somebody get Shan's message for me?
Oh. Yes. Thank you, Shan.
Oh yeah, also something funny about Lovecraft was that he did not believe that anything lived in the deep ocean because the pressure would be too great. And it wasn't until after he died that we discovered that yes, indeed, there are stuff that live down there. As deep as like 8,000, or as deep as 26,000 feet under the ocean, there are fish that live. They said it's rather ironic because a lot of it looks a lot like, you know, Lovecraftian.
I guess. I feel like it's hard to say something looks Lovecraftian, right? Because, like,
well, I'm just telling you what it said in this game, okay?
Supposed to be unspeakable, right? And, like, unknowable. And, like, but life is just kind of in odd shapes and not, like,
yeah.
I don't know, it feels...
He also didn't know that giant squid actually exist, because that wasn't confirmed until recent times. I love giant squid because they're like the closest thing to like a real life like cryptid. Like a cryptid that actually exists, you know?
I guess, yeah.
It turns out that the Kraken is real, essentially. Also, 1 second.
Yeah, Chroma's right. Like the Mothman.
Like the moth. Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm just thinking about how Bigfoot is like a really big thing around here.
Yeah, it really
there's like
is in
Bigfoot
Oregon.
merchandise everywhere, and I feel like that has increased in recent times. Like they've been really embracing the Bigfoot thing only pretty recently. Just sort of making that into our culture here is
like
Bigfoot.
The last time we were
Bigfoot
in
culture.
Oregon, the beach nearby had a fucking like Bigfoot cut out on like top of like this like cliff next to the beach. So when it was misty, you could just see the shadow that looked like the Bigfoot. I would love that, Shan.
Yeah, that's octopuses.
No,
Those
no,
are
that's
smart
not.
creatures down in the ocean.
Oh, you found an omni tool.
They are smart and down in the ocean, but they haven't avoided us all this time.
Well, maybe they have, and just we haven't avoided them.
Huh?
We're getting up in their
There you
biz.
are, upright and everything.
Oh, she is a robot. I knew it.
No, not you two.
What does it mean to be a robot?
Human.
Don't let the circuitry fool you. I was human once.
Can't take any more. Everything's fucked. I give up. There's nothing left.
Calm down. It's not the end of the world.
You sure? It sure as hell looks like it. For all I know, there's no one left except for me.
What do you mean? I'm right here.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I meant any humans left except for me.
Have you looked at yourself lately? You're a walking, talking diving suit with some electronics slapped on for good measure.
I don't.
You don't want to think about it? We'll start thinking about it.
I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be this. I want out.
Before you do anything hasty, could you help me with something?
What?
I was trying to find out what happened with my project when that brute knocked me to the ground.
Your project? How could anything possibly matter when you know you're a stupid robot in a stupid dead world?
Okay, focus. I need you to fix me so I can get back to work. Then you can sulk as much as you want.
You gotta be kidding, right? I think I have a better chance of building myself a time machine than of putting you back together.
All right, time for plan B. What's plan B? Oh, the Omni tool. The tool you inserted into the terminal.
Oh, yeah, the door opener.
Yeah, you can pull my Cortex chip and put it into the Omni tool.
What's a Cortex chip?
It'll be obvious. I'll eject it for you. Just grab the chip and slide it into the Omni tool. Come on, I need you to do this one thing for me.
Yeah, all right.
Thanks. Should be easy enough. Just pick up the chip and slide it into the Omni tool.
Oh, that
This is
was...
just...
Robot chip for the
The
door.
game glitched for a second there.
Standardized connect.
Oh.
Catherine? All right, let's give this a try.
The chip is weird.
Chip found. Shutting down helper chain. Have a nice day.
What do you mean the chip is weird?
It's got the weird stuff on it.
I'm in the Omni tool?
What's wrong with that? Maybe that's just how chips... Yeah, Simon is a fucking asshole.
Oh,
Well, I saved all the people on
I don't know,
I mean,
he's just
so
very,
is the
very
character
sassy
you-
video game character, man.
so is the character you play as in Amnesia.
Really?
Yeah, actually all of the Amnesia characters that you play as are kind of like that.
Computer world filled
God,
with
I hate
people
that.
into space.
I don't know about the newest one, because I haven't played that,
It was
but...
just a pet project at first, but it got really serious after the comet took out the surface. Then suddenly it became very important, and it was officially named the Ark.
That's appropriate. How far did you get?
I don't know.
Were there aliens on the comet? Is that where this is gonna
The
go?
scan I did pretty early on. The living Catherine could very well have finished the project and launched it. I guess she could even still be alive. Weird thought.
So the talking robots, are they also scans you did?
They could be, but I doubt it. I'd expect much more sense if that was the case. Ah, all right, finally.
What's happening?
I managed to restore some data from the backup server. This should tell us everything we need. Oh. Could you do me a favor and run into the other room and have a look? I don't seem to be...
You know what's interesting is they actually did like a...
I need to know that...
Is
There's like
Daniel the one
a-
from the Dark Descent, by the way?
Yeah.
Thanks, I'll unlock the door for you.
Anyway, continue, Ariel.
There's
What was it
like,
said before? You
some-
from Toronto?
Yeah, I just
I think
went in
they're
for a
official.
brain
There's like
scan
some
and
official
suddenly,
SOMA.
here I am.
That doesn't
Like-
make any sense. How? Why would anyone bring a scanner?
I don't know what you
from
call
Toronto?
them, but
I think
like
that's
kind of
strange. What if
like
I tell you it was back in
a mini
2015?
series of videos or shows that they like did with like a
Check the computer in the other room.
group or something that kind of like play out bits of before this.
Oh. It was
it's-
what did that? I missed that part.
There's like a series of like YouTube videos. For
Oh,
instance,
gotcha.
and
That's
they're
what I
all,
thought you
like,
said.
It's like a YouTube like TV show series type thing almost.
What other room has the computer?
They did like 9 or so episodes of
Say
like.
something?
Sorry, still trying to figure out how you got here.
Well, the game keeps getting
Got it.
stuck.
I'd really like to know who thought sending a Canadian to the bottom of the sea.
You mean
And
the
it
game
goes,
keeps getting stuck?
that kind of thing.
Oh, I haven't noticed that. Obviously, I don't have the sound. Oh, I think I just saw it though.
I think it's back. Be careful. Don't know if you can take another hit.
I don't know if you can take another dump. I'm gonna take this pillow, put it on this other pillow. Also, Chroma confirmed that yes, Daniel is the one from the Dark Descent.
Well, of course, his name starts with D, like the game.
Oh,
That's how you know.
I don't really remember if he was that bad either, to be honest. But I know Amnesia Justine you play as an awful person,
That creature was.
and you also play as an awful person in
Yeah,
A Machine for Pigs.
Loaded with electromagnetism.
That's bad for us, right?
Confusing at least.
Machine for me.
Here's the sense is a good punch.
The other thing I was going to say that Oregon seems to be making themselves known for at the moment is having marijuana legal. And so now you get things. Last time I was at the beach, I saw a shirt that just said "Bigfoot stole my weed" on it. It's just combining the two things.
Computer.
Yes, look for anything about the
Yeah.
ark.
And it was like the Oregon coast. Opinion poll.
Are you excited about the arc?
At first, I couldn't really see the point of it. But then I thought, why shouldn't we, right?
2103.
If we are able to save even just a small piece of ourselves, why wouldn't we do that?
So you are in favor then?
I think it's really important we do this.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on the arc?
It's a great idea. Finally, we have something to do. Am I right?
Are you optimistic about the project's chances of, about the arc reaching space?
Yeah, it can definitely be done. You already solved the biggest problem. How to actually get us all in there. Now all we have to do is build the damn thing. And hope Phi is still operational. Yeah, I think we can do it.
Yeah.
But it's not gonna be easy.
What?
I was just repeating what the guy said.
Oh.
He said,
What are your
"Yeah."
thoughts on the arc project?
The idea is just incredible. By every
Yeah.
it really makes you think about what it means to be human.
What makes you say that?
Beyond the basics, beyond the superficial, I'm convinced there's something with even greater value. You have provided a platform, which is not necessarily restricted to our digital progeny, but a means of actual survival. It's my sincerest belief that we can go on living through the reality of continuity.
Oh,
Is this from inside the ark?
Yes, that's some early renders of the world inside.
Looks a whole lot comfier than this place.
Oops. Brain. I see they're turning the brain into numbers. So it can go in the computer.
Computer? Numbers?
Yep. Numbers go in
Brain.
computers.
Is this the next Plants vs. Zombies world?
I'm not gonna answer any of these. I'm just looking.
Why not?
Because that hasn't happened to me. Would you rather be removed from the project and accept death? Okay.
I found a tracker.
What if you put yourself in the
Oh,
position of
that's
someone who did
clever.
have that happen to
I
them?
wonder if I thought of that. Does it still work? I really need to know what happened to it.
The Ark is near Earth.
It's doing something at least.
Where is it?
Hold
Not
on.
in Earth.
I'm trying to find it.
Or on Earth.
Please let it be safe.
It's not in Australia. Sorry, Elena.
What do you mean, sorry? As if
Sorry.
I wanted it to be in Australia.
Yeah, you wanted it to be in Australia. I know it.
Maybe it's in New Zealand.
No.
Oh. Oh, this is where we are. We're just out in the Atlantic Ocean, huh?
Yep. Just kind of chilling. Just vibing.
It's over there. This is Amnesia, the wet descent.
Yeah, and therefore the better descent.
I found it. It's at a site named Tau.
Oh, no. It's
Wait, didn't Amnesia already have a water
so close to
monster?
fire, they almost made it. Damn it. It
What did
won't
you
make
say,
it for long in
Arrow?
that state. A couple of
Didn't
decades
Amnesia
at
already have a
most.
water monster?
That's not much
Yeah, the
more
one you can't see.
If we got
Yeah.
could we get on the Ark?
I suppose, but I'm not exactly flexible at the moment.
I'll take us there. I can move, jump, swim, sort of. You're stuck in the door opener, the Omni tool. I'll just carry you there and you'll show me what to do.
That sounds really risky. Besides, I don't like the idea of you carrying me around.
Come on.
You
Captain,
cannot
this is what you
swim.
wanted to
Shut
do,
the
your
fuck
final
up,
mission. Let's launch
Simon.
the Ark.
We would need to find a way to get into the abyss. Can't take
You think you
survival
can't
without a
swim?
power suit.
He's like, I can swim, sort of, and I'm like, we literally talked about how you can't swim
So we go to
last time.
Yeah. I was thinking about that.
Look around. What else is there to do? Maybe there's still a working
This is
shuttle
something you can do. You can pick stuff up and chuck it around.
Just have a look
Could
around.
be more fun than that.
Push comes to shove, I'll walk there.
Yeah, just chuck the ark into
We'll
space.
get the jet from this thing. Don't forget to take me with you.
I won't forget.
Forgets instantly.
Alright, let's do this. Come pick me up.
Suit. Well, that's just where I was.
What if instead of Simon, it was Pyman?
Oh yeah, Pie
Pull the
Man.
Omni tool out?
The character
Yeah.
from,
Okay, just
Yeah,
be sure
Pyman
to plug me
Genshin
in again
Impact
at some
Yeah.
point.
is now the main character of
Good luck,
Soma.
Simon.
Paimon.
Pie Man. Pineapple Simon?
pineapple, Simon? No. No, no.
What if instead of a pineapple, it was a pine nipple?
Wow.
Hey, you want some
I mean, then it'd
beans?
just be even more disgusting.
This is making me think of the idea that people have had
Actually, it'd be fine.
to have computers do sound simulation the same way they do like other physics simulations and stuff like that, so that the sounds that things make are more realistic. Instead of having just sound effects, you have the sound like actually simulated. And you have like you know how you have the graphics processing unit? They said you could have like a sound processing unit that runs those simulations. Because that's stuff that already exists, it's just like not real time yet. They do sound simulations with their physics simulations.
Don't talk to me about Biss's fucking obsession with sound cards.
Oh.
No, they keep on asking me about sound cards and computers. This is the thing that has happened so many times, Elena.
Why the sound card specifically?
I don't know. They just find it funny or something. I forget.
I'm funny.
But so many like computers just you don't need sound cards, and like they're probably nice if you can use them, but like it's kind of just an outmoded thing because so many motherboards just have the basics built in.
Yeah. I think sound is pretty simple nowadays. Like even like, you know, like the 3DS had just like the sound quality on that was just like everything else. It's like back in like the DS days, you still had to have like really compressed sound on handhelds. Well, not really compressed, but fairly compressed still. And then the 3DS came around, and it's just sort of the same audio quality you'd get on anything else.
Yeah.
So I assume computers will be fine in that regard. We're living in 2021, but Biss is busy living in the 90s still.
What? What is this? Curie emergency
Maybe
vessel
time is
4.
just wrapped back around.
Hey,
Oh.
Simon, can you hear me?
I hear you. Can you get this thing running?
Hang on, I'll give it a try. Sorry, it's dead.
Worth a shot.
It's dead, Jim.
The CV came from Curie. It was a ship that used to make runs between Lambda and Lisbon. Looks like their wreck is
Lisbon?
close. Maybe you can find a vessel like this one inside.
Sounds like a plan.
I'll just save the security information and update the Omni tool. There. Should help you get around.
Great.
How come we don't have Omni tools in real life?
Is it 2100?
No. That doesn't mean we couldn't have
That's
them
why.
now. I don't know when the Omni tool was invented. Is that a squid? That's a robot.
2099.
That's a robot. That's a little robot, though. This isn't a threat to me. The screen does go a little glitchy when I look at it, though. Bunch of lights. And the lights end. What the heck was that spooky noise?
That was a noise.
Tried to jump scare me. What the hell is happening? I don't even see anything. This game is like Subnautica, but if Subnautica jump scared you with random screeching noises every once in a while.
It doesn't do that?
No. Don't you love not being able to move your arms without moving your entire body with them? I just realized, why did that feel weird, scanning the Omni tool across that? Oh, it's because normally you could just move your arm. You don't have to swing your entire body and your head, your field of view with it when you scan something. It's a little silly. Alright, climbed.
Simon, I can swim. Soma.
Yeah, he totally can swim. Look at him swimming right now. I want to play Subnautica again, especially because Lynn was talking about it the other day.
Yeah, because Lynn's been playing through it.
Yeah, and Lynn got farther than me somehow.
Yeah.
And so quickly, too.
Yeah. I'm kind of real curious how... I don't know. I'm curious how you got stuck the way you did.
Because I couldn't find upgrades for the big submarine anymore. I was searching for hours and couldn't find anything.
Welcome back, Chrome.
Because there was no guide for that stuff. Oh, whoa, somebody is there.
There is kind of a guide, but...
Because it's all random.
I mean, no, but like, you can... There's a scanner room. So you can scan for
Yeah, but my scanner room was really far away.
I'll build one closer.
I never thought of that. You see, I don't think that I realized you could just build the base anywhere. I thought it had to be at the base.
At the base?
Yeah.
Wait, were you just like at your life pod the entire time?
Yeah.
What the
I built my base directly underneath it.
I mean, I did that too the first time, but I then built the second one.
I didn't know you could do that. You see, by then I just had the big submarine and that could go anywhere, so it's like...
Yeah, we are.
We're talking about Subnautica.
The
How I
first
got
one.
stuck and never finished it. Well, I think the other... You know, the main thing that stopped me from continuing was the fact that on the computer I had to save like every 5 seconds, or risk losing my save and having to redo stuff. Or risk my computer crashing, or having to restart my computer because it forgot it has a graphics card.
Oh, no, Chroma, you definitely can base build a lot. It's not very intuitive, and sometimes it's a little bit frustrating, but it's definitely like you're supposed to at least build one.
I built the nuclear power reactor because I had nothing else to do with uranium. And I just had like 1,000,000 times more power than I would ever need.
Yeah.
Like, I really didn't need a nuclear
I built one
power
out of
generator.
curiosity, but then I deconstructed it because I was just like, why would I use this when I can just use like thermal or solar stuff I don't have to like fuel or pay attention to?
I had so much uranium that like I barely even
Yeah,
had
but
to
you
think
still
about
have to build
fueling
the
it.
little rods and then insert the uranium.
Yeah,
and,
it was fun.
I mean, that's fair.
And plus,
If you
I was
like that,
using
that's
so
fine.
little of the power that like it didn't need to be refueled very often anyway.
Yeah.
Because it was just like it would get up to capacity and then wouldn't need to continue.
I kind of like, if I ever play through Subnautica, I should build a base in a different spot, because I have this like one specific spot that I usually build a base. Because it's very like easy.
On my second playthrough, I also started building the base directly under the thing again.
Oh.
Because I still didn't... It didn't dawn on me still. Also,
yeah,
I'm
Lynn
kind
just
of,
like went and built her base in a very specific spot.
Whoa, why is it so framey all of a sudden?
Let's find a working escape vessel.
Why is it so framey in here?
This is the frame ship.
Stuff in there.
The ship has sunk, much like your GPU.
No, it's okay. I think it was just because the game was saving. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I'm currently stuck in my current playthrough of Subnautica as well because I can't find the shuttle number 3. And I
You
can't
don't
get
need
it to...
to.
Well, it's not progressing on to the next things. It's not giving me anything else to do. Yet.
Okay.
Because I can't find that. Oh, there's just some bones. Should I carry the bones around like I did in Half-Life 2 Episode 2? It's not
sure, why
it's
not?
not a whole skeleton though, so it's not as fun. Doesn't feel as much like I've got a pal, and more just like I'm just carrying a thing.
If you had a skull, maybe.
Yeah, it could be Maria the Talking Skull.
Huh?
Yeah, you know from Curse of Monkey Island?
No, I don't.
Oh. Well,
Monkey
maybe.
Island is like weird to me. It's like a style of game I generally like, but like not appealing to me at all.
Oh, that's weird because for me it's the only point and click that I like. To me, it's like the best point and click, and I've never played any other point and click that has the same energy.
Hmm.
It's just so good. Oh, here's a skull.
Oh, that's neat to know, Chroma. I'm
There you
glad
go,
that
here's
someone
our
else
friend.
gets it.
Chan
Hey,
likes the
skull.
bones. It has an unpleasant aura? Excuse me? I was telling Cassie about
It
it the other day,
does.
and she was enjoying the description of it. I can't use the skeleton arm with that. I appreciate that it's all like fully voice acted and like animated and everything. Me and my skull are just gonna hide back in here. It's okay. In this corner. It's like the Slender Man. If you don't look at it, it'll go away. Say that's not how the Slender Man works. If you don't look at it, it won't attack you. This is a wet skull. Think about how wet this skull must be. Oh, he's in there. Well, I dropped the skull. Jan says they might be back later. Well, I hope that we'll see you.
Yeah, see you around, Shan. Have a good time with your cat.
I hope he's not in the room with me. And I've just locked myself in with him. The humanoid monster is a little bit more unnerving than just the dorky little robot walking around.
Yeah, the robot's kind of neat. I always wanted to get like a good look at them.
I think it just looks a lot like the other robots that you see laying around. It just has these little lights on them, like you see around. Okay, what bone is this? Which
The tibia.
No, this bone.
It's a femur.
Tibia is a no. Those are leg bones.
I can't see what you're grabbing.
Is this? What is this? Oh, he's
That's
just right
a
there.
plastic chair.
He's coming to get me. Will they avoid me if I'm in the corner? No.
Yeah, that's a
But this is in this room, so we're okay. Get the healing suck. The restorative suck. like a really large bit of a spinal column. I just don't know where I'm going in here.
It's a tooth.
It's not a tooth. Maybe it's like a whale bone, and not a human bone.
Maybe not to you, but some of us have really big teeth, Elena.
They're not that big.
You don't fucking know. You've never seen me IRL. You don't know what I look like.
Okay.
That's right.
Oh. So I have to see you in person to know what you look like?
I mean, no.
Oh. A cup. Anybody want a cup?
Yes.
This is for you. It's a very wet cup. I hope you don't mind.
Yeah, it's full of water. Yum yum.
It's also full of water on the outside.
Yeah, it never runs out.
When you're underwater, you can just drink forever.
Chug, 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 chug.
Reminds me of that video that's just how long would it take to pee out the ocean.
I want to drink it. I don't want to do that
pee
part.
it out. I love how it lets you open these lockers, but there's nothing for you in them.
Yeah, like 99% out of the time.
You can't even get in them to hide.
Yeah.
Maybe
Maybe if you ask nicely.
I was gonna say they should have made the monster just like a big bully, and all it does is it just shoves you in a locker.
I was about to say maybe if you ask the monster nicely, they should shove you in a locker instead of hurting you.
It'd probably hurt to be shoved in the locker though.
Give me a voice reactive like a horror game that uses your mic to be voice reactive, and then like you can just be like please monster, please don't hurt me, and then like that's like what you do.
Phasmophobia uses the voice.
No, it doesn't work like that. I've played a lot of Phasmophobia.
Well, it doesn't work like how you said, but it does use the voice to
yeah,
interact.
but I was looking for specifically that functionality.
Okay. Hey, why are these toilets on like different angles? What would the point of this be?
It's so
is this supposed to be a spaceship?
You can use it.
Well, why would the ship? We'll simply do not have the ship do that. This is very strange. I mean, well, this is a submarine, right?
I don't remember.
How do submarines work? Submarines usually try to stay upright, I thought.
But this is a future ship.
Why not just put the toilet
you know,
on like a swivel?
I'm gonna go research the Curie real quick.
Just put the toilet on a gimbal that like so that it like points the right way no matter what direction gravity
But
is.
it's probably easier with plumbing to have it like just two toilets.
Toilet redundancy.
Yeah. It's a semi-submersible research freight vessel. Yeah, that's right. It can pivot upright.
Okay. Seems like a weird decision. Oh, that guy's got a butt. This monster's got a donker on him.
Yeah, the Curie has the unique ability to pitch itself 90 degrees in a vertical orientation while still being fully operational. The front end of the ship is intended to stick out of the water while the remainder is submerged.
The sound effects this monster makes remind me of something.
Right.
But I don't know what they're reminding me of. They sound a lot like something that I've heard in another game, but I can't remember what game. I think I've played a fair amount, I think. but it's sort of escaping me.
Huh? What?
Oh, we made it.
You made it. This is much better. Let's see if we can't get this thing moving. Wait, what? Safety locks are blocking the vessel's release. Are you kidding? How much more of an emergency could this ship be in? It's on the bottom of the sea. Take a look at the engine room and see if you can figure it out. Maybe there's an override or something.
There's monsters out there, like the ones we saw at Lambda.
The more reason to get going.
What?
Come on, you know the drill. Don't look at them or get too close. It'll mess with your circuits.
Ah, shit.
Your circuits?
We need to get out of here.
I know, I'm going.
I think Biscuit's
Something is
annoyed with
stabilizing
the
ship. We need to let it know this is an
don't look at the
emergency.
monsters thing in horror games,
Yeah.
if I recall correctly. They also get annoyed at the idea that monsters are scarier if you don't look at them. Or like before you see them, and then once you see them they're less scary. But that's
I mean,
definitely my
I feel like
experience.
I feel like there's less scary when you see them, more so because then you can know what they're doing.
Oh. For me it's just whatever they look like is going to be a lot less scary than whatever I could think of in my brain.
But also when you
like-
don't see something, it exists in basically everywhere other than what's in your immediate vision. Which means it's
Oh.
kind of like, I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like
For me it's just once
you
I know what the thing looks like, then it loses all scariness to me.
Huh.
Yeah. 'Cause it's never going to be nearly as scary as what I could imagine. Because that's the thing, like, games, movies, whatever, never scare me. Stories. Well, stories can, I guess, because it's in my brain, but still not as much. But not as much as scary dreams, which I just hypothesize is because my brain can just, in a scary dream, can just go directly to, like, my fear response, essentially, and just activate that directly. And so it doesn't matter what it is or what's going on, it can just make me feel fear. Whereas a game can never do that. It can
For
never
the
be
record,
as
I
scary as
think-
what's in my dreams or whatever.
I think the Curie is maybe my second most hated Soma section.
Oh,
Yeah.
this part?
I don't know
That
why.
I'm
I
in
think
right
it gave
now?
me a lot of trouble. I'm trying to remember.
Oh, I don't know what exactly I'm supposed to do. Something I'm supposed to activate or something? Or deactivate? Is what I'm looking for, right? Is that what she said?
I don't remember. Elena, pay attention to the video game.
I'm sorry! It's horrible, I was dreaming and there's all this stuff happening.
Well, you're not supposed to look at the monster.
I know! I can close the toilet. Will that help?
Just climb in the toilet and flush.
Okay. Doo-doo-doo.
I was gonna say it was my most hated one, but then I remembered a different area.
Well, I thought you liked this game.
Oh, I do.
What do you mean there's parts that you hate? I guess there are parts
Isn't
that
that
I
okay?
hated in Resident Evil 4. I enjoy that game.
Yeah, you hate that game, right?
No. Made it through the nasty parts now, though. I don't know what I'm doing at all. Oh, our pal is in there. There's pants. I've got some pants now. And cups. Cup pants. I watched a video about a guy who is a supposed, like, comedian. He's been on, like, Comedy Central or whatever, and he has a YouTube channel, and he made a video that's just titled Cake Pants. And he just goes and buys a cake from a bakery and puts it in his pants. And then when he's buying it, he's like, have you guys heard of cake pants before? It's like, what is this? What is happening? And then, well, the guy who was making the video didn't want to watch the rest of it, but, because then he goes like, you know what I could use? A whole gallon of milk. And it's like, I don't want to see him pour a gallon of milk in his pants.
Does he have waterproof pants?
No, he's just wearing like sweatpants.
Wow. This is truly where you've gone.
And it just went down his pant leg and was just like in the knee. He just had a cake on his knee. I didn't like it. I've been watching a lot of videos about weird stuff on YouTube and TikTok and etc. There's a lot of stuff out there that's not so great.
What are those things? They look like people, really messed up people.
I think they could be dead people brought back.
What?
To life?
Sure. Well, let's call it that. Convince the ship that this is an emergency.
Convince the ship that this is an emergency.
Convince the ship that this is an emergency.
So, well, okay. I just gotta look around until I figure out how to do that. And avoid our pal in the meantime, I guess. Who, I guess, is a zombie? You have implied that this guy is a zombie. Hi, Sasha. You're here I was just wondering if you were here, because I was wondering what you think of the spooky times that we are experiencing now. You know, the spooky pants in the water? Spooky water pants? Now, thinking about how wet these pants must be is pretty spooky. Thinking about how damp all this stuff must be is pretty spooky. I bet if you took these out of the water, you could never get them fully dry ever again. They're so damp. The water molecules would live in there forever. It is annoying to have to keep stopping and hiding for indeterminate periods of time. Also, I feel like there's only like 5 rooms in this place. What am I looking for?
I don't know. Just go to a room you haven't been, maybe.
Well, I can't find any rooms I haven't been in. Where's the wet pants while sobbing uncontrollably, says Sasha? No! My friend certainly has a well-defined butt, at least. Will they leave us alone if I give them compliments? If I'm like, hey, nice butt. don't feel like that's something people try often enough when it comes to getting away from monsters. Is just complimenting their looks. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, there's the computer. Also, there's Bone. Walking through the pressure of the deep ocean is really giving them some lovely muscle definition. To stop the monster, you gotta flirt with them. There's something
That'd
I
be
watched
fun.
Vinesauce play one time where it was you summon like a Cthulhu monster and then go on a date with them. He got scared by a fish. There was a fish in there that came swimming out and he got scared by it. I did not get scared by the fish. I am beyond such things. What the heck is this thing? Oh, it's a baseball glove.
Oh yeah, that'll work. That's what you were looking to find.
Oh yeah, now the ship will believe this is an emergency because I've got a baseball glove. I don't know what I'm going, or where I'm going, what I'm doing. There's a skull on the floor. What's on the baseball glove and cries more? The very wet baseball glove? Yeah, don't forget how wet everything is. Utterly soaked. Irreparably soaked. I'm only guessing that down here is the thing that I need, because there's more rooms down here. Just putting wet things on and crying? Why? Why has this what the stream has become? Is Sasha puts on wet clothes and cries?
Sasha, stop it. Please, we're begging you.
No one is stopping you? Every time I talk about Metroid Dread, Shiny just keeps saying to me back, Metroid Bread. Oh, is that pictures of the surface? I want to understand how the comet did that.
The sky is pitch black with smoke. The ocean is dark. Incredibly dark. In the distance, I can see land. According to navigation, it's Lisbon on the coast of Portugal. Any signs of life?
What kind of breads do you think Samus likes?
Hopper, it's on fire.
I hope sourdoughs.
I like sourdough bread. We
Sourdoughs
have some
are
of that
great.
at the moment.
That's yeah.
Massive firestorm covering the continent.
We have sourdough wheat
Focaccia?
bread with walnuts in it at the moment.
That sounds good. Focaccia is
was.
really good.
I made toast with that bread the other day. It was pretty good.
I don't know. There's not really a bread out there that's bad.
We have pumpkin bread at the moment.
It doesn't count as bread.
It's got cinnamon in it.
It's a cake.
Well, no, it's like wheat bread, and then it's like pumpkin flavored. Pumpkin spice.
It's one of
Yeah, it's
those.
got like
Okay,
cinnamon
okay.
swirl through it.
Not like pumpkin bread then.
There's a meme I made years ago, Sasha, that was just complete nonsense, where it was just a picture taken of just like a funny spot that it got paused on like some sports show, and it just said, the caption was just, he ate all of the pumpernickel when he was only supposed to have half or something like that.
Pumpernickel is good. I've only had it a couple times. So,
Actually, I think I still have that image on my computer. Hold on a sec. Let's see. I think it might be easily accessible. If it is, I'll show you instantly. I think it's in my folder called Games on my desktop. Which is funny because the folder is called Games, but then I have a weird meme that I made in there. If it's in there. Sorry to derail the stream from my weird pumpernickel meme. Let's see. It's loading. It's gonna be slow because Soma is running. Oh, there's Biss's picture of me sitting on the umami flavor. I have an image called Spoon 3 in here.
okay, what is it?
Oh, it's a drawing from Sasha of Splatoon 3. That makes sense. This is also the folder that nowadays I just use to put in all of the mess that ends up on my desktop for when I put pictures on stream. When I clean it up, I just put them in the games folder. I don't see the pumpernickel meme. But not everything is loaded yet. Maybe it's one of these last few things. Oh, there's the buff Doki Doki Literature Club characters. I have the special edition of that game arriving soon, by the way. It comes with some stuff. I'm probably not even ever going to end up playing it. I just I thought of it as like fun merchandise of Doki Doki Literature Club to have, essentially.
Hey, Elena.
Yeah.
Remember when you were joking about being forced to pull the plug on someone?
Yeah.
You don't have to do that.
You don't?
No, you can just pull one. You don't have to pull two.
Oh. Well, I didn't realize that the power came back on from the one.
Mm-hmm.
It was only clear once I took both of them. So dang, I can't find my meme. I'm sorry, everybody. I've wasted your time. Here, I'll give you something else. At least I'll give you at least something out of this. Okay, here's a picture that's in this folder that I do not remember any context for. So you can see it and wonder about it along with me.
What is this, Elena?
I don't know. I just told you I don't know what this is.
Elena, tell me what this is right now.
I don't know.
Why is Baby Megamind here?
I don't know what this is. It's just in that folder. Wait, what is this? Is this something cute? If this is cute, I'll show it. No. That's nothing. Alright, let's continue the game. Show why. There are strange things saved on my computer, apparently. You don't like to think of the depths of your computer? I thought you were living in there and chewing on the cables. You've been in the depths of your computer. You've been in the depths of many computers, right?
Huh?
I'm talking to Sasha.
Oh.
Sasha goes in computers and chews on the cables.
Please do not chew on my computer's cables. It doesn't need anything else.
She chews on the circuit boards.
No.
If you open up your computer and find little nibbles.
My capacitors are not soda
silicon.
cans. Stop it.
Explore.
No.
I'm still pretty happy with the new Switch that I got. I've been enjoying. I think it's definitely definitely a worthwhile upgrade if you play the Switch in handheld mostly. Or even just a lot, like me. Oh, you can open this door! And there's nothing of worth in here. I was just trying to shove it the wrong way, so I didn't open before. It's very crudely drawn. Also, a game recommendation I have for everybody is Cruisin' Blast. I just finished unlocking everything in that game last night. It's really, really fun and silly.
It seems okay.
It's just absolute nonsense. And I don't see enough games just go completely wild and just don't care about anything like that. Like, it's just fully just a video game. Like, it just doesn't care about anything. It doesn't care about, like, I was telling Biss that I think it's a game that nobody would ever get immersed into. like it's a completely immersion-free game.
I mean, that is 100% impossible.
Like, just everything about it is just fake and ridiculous and just goofy. And, like, you can't crash. If you bang into the walls or whatever, your car just does a spin move and keeps going. There's no brakes. Whenever you flip, it, like, flips the exact right amount of times to land perfectly upright every time. Or if it doesn't, it just, like, flips itself back over. Like nothing happened. Like, all the stage hazards, like, there's no actual hazards. They all, like, always barely miss you, and they all, like, keep up with you. It feels like an amusement park ride, sort of, more than a video game sometimes. It's really great. And just all the vehicles are ridiculous, and you can, even the ones that aren't ridiculous, the ones that are just, like, licensed, like, at real-life cars, you can upgrade them until they look really silly. They've just got, like, huge engines and parts on them all over the place and stuff. It's all so silly. And then there's variations of the tracks where it just adds dinosaurs, and one that just adds an alien invasion taking place. It's just, it's incredible.
Does it have multiplayer?
It does. I think it's local only, though.
Damn. I'll be honest, like, I would try it multiplayer, but I don't know if I'd get it.
I just enjoyed the spectacle of it. It's so funny.
Yeah, I think that's what it's supposed to. I think that's just, it sounds like what it's trying to do.
Yeah, it has more stuff in it than the arcade version too. They added like a lot more tracks to this game than the original one had, and a lot more vehicles. So that's neat. It's still pretty small of a game, though. Like, I got through it in just a couple days, but I had a blast those couple days, and I imagine... Well, it is called Cruise and Blast. And I imagine I'll come back to it now and then when I want to just play something really doofy. It's got... I think Cassie was talking about how in those games, everything kind of just, like, moves along with you. And I think that's sort of what gives the game its sort of... its feel, if that makes sense. Like, it has, like, a unique sort of, like... feeling to the game, and I think that's part of it, is the way everything sort of keeps up with you like that.
It's called rubber banding.
Sort of the weird fakeness of everything, and the way it's just like a spectacle and all that.
Yeah, I think like it sounds like something that, like I wouldn't get into that much because like it goes like too far that way.
I like that it's willing to just do that.
I think it's cool that it is.
Because I feel like not enough things just... I feel like not enough things do that nowadays, you know? Where they just... they don't care about any kind of realism or most, like, sort of conventions of video games or whatever, and they just go hog wild.
See, you say that, but then, like, you're like, well, I don't know, how could the comet wipe out the entire Earth?
Well, because this is mostly trying to go for realism, okay? I'm judging it on the way, on what it's trying to convey and portray. This game is trying to be realistic, so I'm going to judge it on how realistic it's being.
A false binary to me.
What do you mean? I'm not going to judge a game that's clearly not going for any form of realism on how realistic it is.
No, I'm just saying, like, saying that it's either trying to be realistic or it's trying not to be realistic, and then, like, not just, like, some, whatever, the specific game's weird mix of both would be.
And it's not like I've criticized very much about this game, either.
Oh, no, you're fine, you're fine, Elena. I'm
I
not,
just
like,
had
worried.
one thing I questioned, okay?
I know, it was just funny.
Okay. I got defensive because I thought you were legitimately criticizing me on this.
No. I do think it's a little funny, but no.
Okay. Because, yeah, like, there's no way you could judge anything in Cruise and Blast on any kind of metric like that, because there's literally nothing that makes sense in the entire game.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Like, the scale of everything is really weird sometimes, too. Like, there's a level that's just like a safari, and the animals are just massive. Like, just utterly massive. And so are the other vehicles. Like, there's just huge cars. However, there's also a level that just has Yetis on it. So, those don't exist at all.
You know what racing game I'm reminded of now that I really like?
What?
Hydro Thunder.
Oh. I don't think I've heard of that. Also, I can't tell if just nobody is...
Kind of wacky.
I can't tell if nobody has had anything to say in the chat, or if the chat is stuck.
The chat is not
messages
stuck.
In a while. Oh, okay. Also, I feel like we've been wandering for quite a while now.
Hi, Chroma.
Is this why you don't like this part?
No. See, I knew where I was going.
Oh. She said I have to convince the ship that this is an emergency. There's gonna be some kind of lever or something I've got to pull somewhere.
You gotta go fuck the ship up.
Well, I think that's already been accomplished.
Even more.
Oh.
Because it's not an emergency yet.
I'm so confused.
I think there's a big room with a staircase in it. That's what you're looking for.
Oh, well, that's where I started, right? I climbed down from there.
No, there's a big room with the staircase that goes up. I think.
Oh. Are you clicking something, by the way? I keep hearing like a loud
Yeah.
snapping noise.
Yeah, that's just my my joints.
Oh,
That's not
you might want
actually
to
my
get that
joints.
checked.
I'm just clipping my fingernails.
Oh. I remember I had one of my math teachers used to do that in class, and
Yeah.
I remember there was one kid who got really annoyed by it.
This is like, I don't know. Let someone do the thing.
And I think his response was like, at least it's not toenails or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, in class, Chroma. Why is it giving me mouse control
Like, it
hints?
seems weird that they weren't teaching you in class. That's kind
Well,
of
no,
odd.
that was just during the time where we were like just doing our math problems or whatever.
Oh, okay. See, like, sure, why not?
The teacher clipping his fingernails. That's what it was. So shit. There was also one kid who often would say "my bad," and he would always correct her. He would say, "You can't own a bad."
What the fuck bullshit is this?
Like, bad is not a noun. You can't own one.
I hate this grammar elitism.
He's the math teacher, by the way. Not even the English
Sounds like
teacher.
an ass.
He sounds. I actually liked him. He was okay most of the time. He raised poodles.
I thought he was a math teacher.
He is, but that's what he does on his free time. Oh, let me see. He raises poodles.
Like,
Yeah.
he lifts them up.
No. He also often would come to school wearing a kilt.
Oh, he's one of those people.
I think he was actually Scottish, though, at least.
Okay, that's cool.
He also, at the end of the year, every year, would have us watch Shrek.
Okay, that's pretty great, though.
Except for
Alright,
we would never watch the entire thing, though, because the class was too short.
All has been forgiven. Best teacher now.
There was also a weird time where... What's the movie called? It was like a really old movie that's like about like robots or whatever. It's like pretty famous. No, really old, like 30s or 40s old, something like that, or 20s.
Damn, I have no idea then.
I mean, I think this was discussed on my stream at one point. Somebody remembered what it was. And again, this is math class, and he stopped the math class for like two class periods to watch this movie for some reason. Kermit says only showing a tiny bit of Shrek actually magnifies things to be worse.
Wait, actually, no, wait. I think Chroma's right. Putting you in like this this fucking Shrek limbo of never finishing it. And just constantly
Yeah, you would start
starting
it from the beginning every year.
Yeah, that sucks.
I had 3 math teachers at that school, because again, I was at that school from 6th through 12th grade. And one of them I had only when I was in 6th grade. And I never had him again. I don't even remember his name anymore. And then there's the 2 others that I had every other year. This being one of them. They mostly taught like different math subjects from each other, but sometimes there would be overlap. They had to be both middle school and high school teachers. Well, I want this guy to get out of this room. So every
Yeah,
time I
I
go in
did
that room,
too.
he's in there.
Yeah. Fucking hate this man.
Have to lure him out of that room. Like, he needs to go literally anywhere else. Him and his defined butt.
Well, he doesn't have just a defined butt, let me tell you.
What do you mean just defined?
Oh, as in he doesn't just have a defined butt.
Oh, I thought you meant there was more to the butt than just being defined.
No.
Can I put this shirt in the oven? Why do they call it oven when you oven wet the shirt?
You gotta wear the shirt.
Of out hot wear the shirt.
Soma DLC, wear the shirt. This is the best kind of DLC because you will never see it on your character model, and
Oh yeah,
no one
I
else
remembered
will
another
either.
thing about this teacher. He had a yodel button. He would press the button and it would start yodeling.
Alright, whatever. Yeah, this is bad teacher moments. I've given up.
I think he also had like a fart button.
Okay, it's just getting worse. You can stop now.
I don't know if I'm misremembering the farts or not. I know for sure there was a yodel button. This teacher's your mortal enemy now.
Yeah. I'll join your fight, Chroma.
I think my sister is in this class currently. She goes to the same school. Although she was in the other math teacher's class the other year, and this teacher that I've been talking about would come in occasionally and interrupt things with like by like saying jokes or whatever. Okay, well I got my wish of getting the guy out of that room. Hopefully he's not in a more annoying place now. No, he's in there again! What is your problem, dude?
I'm telling you, they're fucking nightmare.
Like, please, go somewhere else. Do something else.
Your voice went really, like, loud for just, like, a brief second of a word.
Oh.
It was weird.
That word is the one that was emphasized, I guess.
Yeah, it was just the beginning of else, so... But only the second time you said
Do something else! Like that?
Yeah, basically. But it also was like a little robot-y.
Basically, I'm baby. Oh my god. He's nasty. Do I just have to play musical chairs with him? Nope, he's coming the other way. He's smarter than that. He won't play... Or what's the name of that game where you like chase somebody around a table?
I don't know.
It's not
Tag?
musical chairs. I guess it could just be tag. This seems like the room you were talking about. Especially
Yeah,
because he
you're in
was
it. Why
spending
are
all
you
that
going
time
down
in
the
there.
stairs?
Because that was a dead end arrow.
Oh, I only remember going up the stairs.
These were the
That's my
wrong
bad.
stairs. There are more stairs. Oh, but he's following me. He's a nasty boy. It looked like he was in his underwear. Wait, I didn't
Nope.
lock myself in with him, did I? I don't know where he is. I'm always worried that I've done that.
I can guarantee you he is not wearing any underwear.
Oh,
Yep.
it's all hanging out.
I was just on the wiki.
Oh. Oh, I just made something explode. Do I have to make an actual emergency occur? Not just tell it it's an emergency?
I mean, that's one way to tell it it's an emergency.
Service required. Is it emergency service that's required?
You're giving them the anti-suck.
The blow?
No.
Okay, this door does not open, confirmed. I hope that we get through this segment soon enough, because it would be good timing. Because you can stream in about 2 hours. And I want to do 2 hours of Resident Evil. This area has vibes of that one place in Resident Evil 2.
Warning. Reactor collapse imminent. Proceed to the
Oh yes, that one place in a game I've never played before. I know what that is.
Oh, those are some spooky images that the game just showed me. You died.
Yeah.
Thanks. Oh, it was very slender.
It's the classic
Slender-esque
Dark Souls.
Death,
You died.
death animation. It's like when the Slender Man kills you. Maybe I should close that door this time. See, I didn't do anything because I thought it was just like a cutscene that was playing.
No.
I'm not very smart all the time. Also, why is it so laggy? Please do not with the lag.
Probably just because I had to reload everything.
Well, maybe I have to reload everything. You don't see me getting laggy.
warning. Reactor collapse.
Yeah, maybe you do.
Proceed to the emergency.
Whoa, dramatic music. Oh, this is an Amnesia Justine type of moment.
It is?
Yeah. An Amnesia Justine type of chasing scene. Where you have to slowly open doors. And then try to slowly close them behind you.
That door that you were trying to open, you don't need to do anything with.
Oh, well, I don't know where I'm going.
Remember you went up a bunch of stairs.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to go downstairs.
There wasn't a
So
door
maybe I
in front
shouldn't
of
close
the
this door, actually, because he starts at the back of this area somehow. He, like, teleports. Teleports behind you. Nothing personnel, kid.
Yeah. That's basically who he is.
Original monster, do not steal.
Warning. Reactor collapse imminent.
I've just seen a
Proceed to the
meme.
emergency
Oh.
Oh, posted in the chat.
The game is awfully loud. This part. I apologize, chat. Oh yeah, I literally needed to just turn around and I would have found the stairs. Whoa, all of the lockers bursted open. Hey, I actually knew exactly where I was going.
Okay, I'm in.
Now let's get the hell out of here.
It's taking so long.
We need to pump all the water out before we take off.
Can't you do it any faster?
I'm almost there.
That's a lot of water, dude. Like, come on.
Alright, here we go. Hold on to something.
Oh, hold on to this. I'm holding on to this. This works, right?
Can you steer this thing?
Starboard rudder is choking, but I can compensate.
How do you even know what direction we're going in?
Don't worry, I'm hooked up to the navigator. We're headed for Theta. Should be a matter of minutes.
I thought I was done for back there.
Seems like the WOW is keeping the Curie from going into a catastrophic failure state. I mean, how did it get on the ship?
Are you talking about the black tentacles in the engine room? I've seen them before at Upsilon. What are they?
They're a manifestation of a malfunctioning station-wide artificial intelligence called the WOW.
What?
Station-wide? So we just made a powerful enemy.
No, it's not like that. The AI isn't a persona. It doesn't feel or think like we do. It's more like a cancer.
That's strange. So it's not aliens? How does an AI turn into a bunch of black tentacles?
Brace for impact!
How is it organic like that?
Just push us off the plateau!
I don't know, maybe you'll learn.
Hit Delta.
Maybe I'll just never know.
Oh, okay, well, have fun.
Maybe I just don't know anything, Arrow. Maybe I'll never learn anything ever again in my whole life.
Well, yeah. Exciting. Guess that'll be it. This will be probably the last stream from us.
Come on, get up, dude. What do you think it's like playing Simon Says with someone named Simon?
A lot more insufferable.
Every time Simon tells you something, it's always a game of Simon Says.
Como says, no thoughts allowed. We salt our very mind. Share if you don't think.
What is this? Oh, it was a friendly little robot. Played a friendly tune.
You're the rescue team, huh? Good job. Don't worry, Kath. I'll find a way.
Simon, I can swim.
Sasha says, I have never thought. Hey, a crabby! Look, there's a little crab. Oh, crab.
Yep.
There's a little crabby. I watched a video last night of a crab eating frozen gas. It was so funny because it was so accusatory. It was just called Caught in the Act. Crab found eating frozen gas. I love around on FlutterBug. We love crabs.
Crabs are great. They're very funny friends.
Basically, there was just like a methane, like geyser, whatever. It was just like a methane deposit.
I've heard of it. Is this like what are they called? Like the Yeti crabs or whatever they are?
I don't know what kind it
that
was.
Right?
Hey, look,
They're very,
more
like, they got, like,
crabbies.
little hairy bits.
Look at all the crabs. I like how they're just holding their claws out like that.
Yeah.
Like, hey, look at this. Check it out, guys. We
Many
got
crabs.
claws. I like coconut crabs. Those are neat. They're big. I think any crab that lives on land is really cool. Because usually they live in the water.
Except for hermit crabs.
Well, those are... Well, they live in both.
Yeah.
I like
But
ones that
they're
are
just, like,
exclusive to
boring.
land. Those are neat. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so basically there was just the methane bubbles bubbling up out of the ground. Methane deposit. And the crab went to investigate it because it was, like, warm. And, like, seemed like something that maybe was food. But then it just froze onto the crab. And then now that it's like a solid object, it's like, it especially thinks that that's food. But then it puts it in its mouth and it just froze its mouth shut. And then That like now it realized it has made a mistake and it backs up and tries to pull it off. And so
Yeah,
I just
Yeti
thought
crabs
it was
are
so
really
kind of funny and cute.
they're really hairy crabs that like use that to help filter food particles.
Also, I don't know when this game autosaves. So
Uh-oh, Sasha, you better get ready to hide your medical license before it gets revoked.
oh, you can just save anytime. I see. Well, we'll just save right here. It's been about 2 hours. This is an interesting location. We'll save and quit.
Why? Okay, I went to an article about the Yeti crab, and the first comment out of 5 is
Whoa, we just got a
liar.
rate of 21.
Liar. Oh wow! Hello.
I'm switching games at the moment, so if you were here to come watch Soma, I'm switching to Resident Evil now. But
And I am leaving.
yeah, if you wanna stick around for Resident Evil 4, I'm doing that in just a moment. Yeah, I'm not going offline or anything. I'm just switching games.
I'll have a good night. Sleep.
It's called Sleepy, and you're heading to bed.
Yeah, you're really right.
Alrighty, well, thank you for joining me, Arrow.
Okay.
It has been fun. I will look forward
Bye.
to continuing this game next week with you.
Yeah. I'll see you then. Oh.
Bye-bye, Arrow.
Bye-bye.